What is up? It's your boy Monkey D. Pookie, and I apologize for the absence. Summer festivities have begun. I have been just kind of swamped going on another trip. I was just at a wedding across the country. So now that I'm kind of back and I've settled into work and all that, we're going to have content coming back again. So I apologize. This is a little teaser for what you'll be seeing of a live content. I've been doing, this is an actual meta deck. This isn't a fun deck. I'm not just being silly and stuff. This right here is dollars, and we'll talk about that later. What I really want to talk about is this. Before this video, we are doing the event pack volume 3 giveaway on this video. All you have to do is comment and be subscribed. Next week, when I'm back from my next trip on Monday, I will do a randomizer. I'll record it. Whoever gets picked, I will DM you and I'll get your PO box. Ideally, if you want me to ship it to your house, that's fine. I don't care. Shipping this out to anyone. And just let me know in the comments what your favorite color of deck is, what deck you're excited to play. If you haven't played this game before and you just use my content as an outlet, what character is your favorite, and I will try and throw in some other goodies into the mail, just so that you're not just getting this. But anyway, that is the intro for this video. Just comment. I'll remind you at the very end. But yeah, I will have 2 videos out this week. I'm going to record them all right now before my trip tomorrow. So you'll have at least 2 to work with. And otherwise, let's get on with the video. Hello. It's your boy Monkey D. Pookie. Today I am showing you OPO3 Rob Lucci. You've seen it before and you're seeing it again. This is going to be a different rendition, slightly different, tweaked with the meta. I've done some playtesting. I know what works now and I know what doesn't. I'm also drinking a kombucha. So if I burp like so, please don't be alarmed. It's just a little bit of carbon dioxide. Anyway, how does this deck work? So we don't get the liberty of trashing 2 cards when we swing. We have this pretty nice ability that you can trash 2 cards when an opponent's character is KO'd, and you can set the leader as active on my turn, which just basically means you double swing. Now this is really strong when you pair it with good ways to KO cards. So Isho is an enabler in this deck. This is our biggest drop by far. I think you need to see this card when you're going even, and even if you're going odd. That kind of was a fun way to say it. It really does do a lot of work in the matchup. I am going to take a Fukuro out. And don't mind me. I want to put a Yusuf in. So what we really look for in this deck is combos. We're getting our trash built with Air Door. If you can find Air Door on your first turn or a Spandam into an Air Door, you are sitting pretty because you can basically kill anything on their board with a Rob Lucci. Your best play is getting Any's Lobby into an Air Door, which lets you basically kill their 3-drop and their 1-drop on curve with Lucci, and you have like 2 cards left in the trash to work with, 1 card. Otherwise, if they're just playing a tempo game, you're just going to Air Door into a Jabra, and you have a 5/7 on 4 Dawn. And on your 6 Dawn turn, you can follow up with this Rob Lucci, which can return 3 cards to discard 1 card from your opponent's hand advantage, and then you can bottom deck 1 card from their trash. So this is really good into decks like Doflamingo, which can do trash recursion. Most black decks, which can do trash recursion. Put that 4-drop to the bottom, put that Helmeppo to the bottom. All of a sudden, it makes it a little bit harder for them to work around, and you get to choose what you bottom deck. They get to choose what they discard, but you get to choose what goes to the bottom. So Air Door is the bread and butter of the deck. You have basically 4, 8, 11, 15 targets. All these cards are great. So 15 pretty decent targets for Air Door to work off of. The other supplementary cards are, of course, I always run 10 to 12 2Ks, so this card is kind of useless for us. It doesn't really combo, and you don't want to get it off Air Door, you just want it as a 2K. This card right here, with your leader ability, lets you honestly, and if you have Any's Lobby or even Isho on the board, this lets you kill a 4-drop. -3 to their cost with a Dawn, swing 10, play, put another Dawn, that's 2 Dawn out of the tank, and all of a sudden you're KOing a 4-drop on curve. Pair this as well with Any's Lobby, and all of a sudden you're either hitting a 3, or pair it with Isho, you can hit a 6. That kills lots of blockers. That gets rid of a lot of things in the way. And you can basically jump over any blockers or use it as a cheap way to kill off a searcher and go for lethal with two 14k swings. Hattori works really nicely when your opponent does the math and says, okay, he can only put 10 Dawn on his characters, we're good. Well, psych, I have a Hattori in hand. For 1 Dawn, I get 2. Therefore, you have 11k power to work with. That can be game winning. So we have 2 tech cards. Fukuro, because Erdore's trigger lets you play a black character with a cost of 3 from your trash. I honestly think Brook also would be pretty strong in this because Brook is a 3 cost as well, but Fukuro lets you kind of just cheat out a blocker, and that could be the difference between life and death, especially if the red-purple law has already put out their Kid and Killer. However, it's very unlikely that happens, so this card is only at 2 because of that stupid red-purple law matchup. Another thing to note is we're just running basically a Cypher Pull package, so we have lots of events here. I think we're going down to 3 of this. It is hard for us to get the trash up, but once we have air doors and spandems and cycle, we can pretty much get to 10 trash very quickly, and then all of a sudden you have the 1 Dawn draw card -3, which is what our friend Meteor Eruption. I forget the whole name of it, but yeah, Great Eruption, that's what it's called, the Great Eruption. So I'm going to just quickly join a lobby. We're probably going to lag out. This is a perfect start. This is a perfect start. We have Any's lobby, but we don't have any combo enablers, but with this Isho, I think we can make it work. The cards I'm really looking for are Air Door. Now, if we can get an Air Door on our second draw, I think we're in a really good position. Otherwise, he's just going to get himself down as much as possible. Him playing this Flampe honestly gives us a really good opportunity to put the pressure on. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to swing 5 to life. He's going to take it, of course. I don't see why he wouldn't. Normally I would say starve the animal, but he's going to get Isho'd twice. I get an air door, perfect. Let's trash. Let's trash. We need Yusuf. Let's trash Tempest Kick and honestly this Rob Lucci. I'm going to choose no targets and pass the turn. So at this moment, you can punish people with these searchers because that's a 1-drop that for 1 I can just trash it and then restand my leader with 2 cards. So I think if he gets really greedy, we can pretty much put the pressure on him right now. He plays the Monkey D. Luffy. He doesn't activate the effect because, I mean, he has 2 life, so he could do it. I think he's going to go for the swing combo, which isn't bad, but I can pretty much almost certainly get around this with an air door. So let's go 5 to life, and then I'll show you the destructive power of air door now that we have it with the Khalifa. So he's probably going to take this life. Fine by me. I'm going to air door, hopefully find, nope, we don't find anything we really want, but I can just play this, use card action, let us put, oh, this will be funny. This into this into this. So that combos us. If we can get down to that card, we can basically Tempest Kick into an air door, and that air door is guaranteed to hit a Rob Lucci. But I don't think this game's going to last that long. He's going to have to trash a card from his hand. Probably going to be a dead card. But yeah, at this point we are going to have to watch our Khalifa die, but his Luffy can't kill the Rob Lucci we have on the board. And having the Rob Lucci is all we need. So he picks off a 2k, fine by me. This is just a slight card advantage. On 7, he could be a smart G, and he could be playing the Compote, which is a vanilla 7/9. That's a really strong card. Otherwise, his best bet is maybe, oh, Gadatsu. Okay, he does. He's been starving me pretty well. However, he won't have much Dawn to work with after this, so he's probably going to just go, no, this is going to be interesting. He's going to go 7 into that. I'll let that slide. You're not going to see a 4-drop anymore this game. Play out Isho, and I will pass. So now we are beginning our fun. We're going to have so much fun right now. So he just lost 2 cards. He lost 3 cards if you count the Rob Lucci last turn. He had to give off a Gadatsu, which honestly doesn't hurt him that much, but now he has to kind of Raigo. Yep. He gives me a Raigo, kills the Isho. Not bad. The rest of his turn is going to be kind of weird for him. I think I'm just going to keep cycling these cards. Use card action. Let's go. Let's put this at the bottom and this at the bottom, and in case we need the Fukuro, I'll leave it there, but we'll put that there. So he has to trash another card from his hand. All of a sudden, he's really not having a good time. This would be a fun turn to swing 9 and 9. Gives me a Frankie. Let's put Raigo back to the bottom. So with 5 Dawn, I could swing 9 twice. And I don't think that's a bad play. But depending on him not playing a singular card next turn, actually I will do that. At the very worst, he's going to have to do something about this. So 9k to life, he'll take it. He might get a KO trigger, I'm not too certain. But he's gonna have to trash a card. Oh, he does get that, cool. I'm not too picky about that, he trashes a card from hand. Okay. And then, as much as I want, I think I still do this because he has such low cards in hand that he's probably just waiting for a big boy. That might have been a misplay, but that Raigo trigger is something I can't avoid. So I'm actually going to pass. No, let's play it. Use card action, put these 2 to the bottom, that kind of helped. Pop that, use card action, bop, bop, restand, 9k to life. He will take this almost certainly. So now if he gains a life, I can either clear his board or I can go for game again. And I might have jumped the gun this turn. We did a really good job of just making him pitch cards and cards and cards, but yeah. I think maybe the Khalifa to draw 2, trash 2 might have been a bit more helpful. We could have drawn another Isho and then played that out when he had 6 cards in hand. He would have had 7, I believe. The Raigo kind of helped him out. I mean, I could have played around it, and I probably should have, but yeah, he plays a Yamato, kills my board, and he might starve me. I think he should probably start going for some stuff right now. Good. He Luffy's my face. I'll take it. I get an Isho. This guy to my face. I'll take it. Another... You know, what are the odds of that? I'm going to pitch a 2k here so I can survive one more turn after this if I need to. Let us... I think I can Ennie's Lobby into another strong card, but I'm going to clear his board. Ten into the Luffy, probably not going to stop that. Before I use card action, neg2 that. So if I air door into a Kaku, I get a great play. Nope. We don't. I'm going to play this, put 2 cards to the bottom again. Let's just do a Ennie's Lobby and a that and a that. Force him to move another card out of his hand. This is probably the best time for him to play out the 10-drop ace. And we cannot avoid that. He did a really good job of clearing up the board every time I tried to do something, so unfortunate. I should have pitched 2 cards and cleared the Gadatsu, but I think so he pitched... Oh, he had 5-drop Sabo in his deck? Okay, I'll give you another Raigo. At this point, I need to draw a Tempest Kick into a... We don't have Yusuf in hand, and we know they're both gone right now. It's not a good look, but all I need to really do is hit him 9 3 times. He's going to try and do some damage here. Oh, he's going for game right now. I'll take it. We can stop the 6k swing, so that's fine with me. Because he's trying to go 6, 9, and 10. Or he's going to go... Is he playing that other card? I'll take it. Nope, don't need it. Now we have the counter we need to get out of this. Just gonna keep getting cards in my hand if I need to. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go 10k to life. And if I don't draw another counter, I don't think I'm gonna survive, so I have to pitch these 3. I think he's gonna play the 4-cost event and bring back the... No, he Ragoed, leaving a Dawn up. What can we find off this? I kind of want to roll the gamble here. We have 13 cards in the trash, actually. For Dawn to kill this. Okay, yeah. So what I'm going to do is call the yield balls to the wall strat. And this is where I lose actually I will lose the game if I don't have 1k counter in hand. I literally need to have 1k counter to survive the Enel swing into the ace. We're just gonna kill it. He probably has the counter actually. But if he has an ace in hand and a 0-cost event, okay, he lets it slide. I am going to use card action. Let's pitch these 2. And then we're going to go 13 again into that. And I have to do this, unfortunately, because I need a 1k to survive the 5k swing from Enel if he plays the ace. But if he plays the ace, it's kind of GG already. He almost certainly has the ace. But it's nice to know that we could do this. He could have a bedge in his life. This isn't looking good for me. He's just been doing a really good job of clearing my board every time I try to play something. But here comes a 7k swing. I'll let that slide. Maybe he has Rush Enel? I don't think... Oh, he does. Okay, yeah. And he got me. See, there was no way out of that. He didn't even have the ace. His last life was the ace. That's funny. So he was sitting on 4k counter, so I could have put some damage in. I'll rematch. Go second again. This is a brick hand. Somewhat less brick, but brick. So I think we keep the Yusuf until the very end, and then we use him when we need to. Having Enni's lobby was really strong, but that is stronger. Let's see. I kind of jive with this. He gets a Shirahoshi off rip. Not bad. There is no card that helps me in this situation right now. And next turn I can air door into an Enni's lobby. Or Enni's lobby into an air door. But I can also Enni's lobby into a Rob Lucci. So I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm just going to go peak 5. Now this is what I like to see. We're going to play Jabra. So 5-7, they no longer have reject. So this is a card that will stick a little bit. Actually no, Gadatsu. Oopsies. Oopsies, my doo-doo brain. My doo-doo brain don't think good no more. See, that should have just been a double swing to get him down. I think we just play this stinking game of who can make something stick on the board longer. Gonna go 5 to life. He might pitch a card if he's smart. If not, I'm gonna e-show him. This might be a match that comes down to seeing as many e-shows as possible. And I hate to say it. You know, I think maybe the Bear Lucci on that last turn would have been a little bit stronger. He's going to take these life cards like it's nothing. And he's set up for a nice Rygo turn next turn. We kind of have to bait him to swing into our life to give us more cards. I mean, this matchup is slightly different. It's not an easy matchup by any means. Enel is super sticky, and if I can't get anything to stick on the board, we're in for a bad time. This guy knows what he's doing. He's not swinging. He's literally just making me suffer. So, it's hard to play around that. He plays the 5-drop Luffy again. It's not going to do you much, my friend. It really won't do you much. 7k to life. I'll take it. Thank you for the card. So now we just start going like... Yeah, I need to get cards out of his hand. Next turn, with Isho on the board, he's probably going to Rygo it, but if he doesn't, this sets me up for one of the strongest plays, which is just playing the Rob Lucci out. I'm going to pitch that, because might as well hold a card. He's going to go 6 to life. I want all my 2Ks in hand. All my fellas. Oh, he's going to yam me? Are you really going to yam me, bruh? You going to yam me, bruh? Nah, it's Rygo. It's totally Rygo. This is so bait. Yeah. You're acting like you're gonna do something, buddy. So what I want to do in this turn, I have 10 Dawn. I have 12 cards in the trash. I think if I can stick 2 of these Luccis out, we're in a good position. Or -3 to get him down to 2, -2 to get him down to 3. Yikes. These are both 6k bodies. I want to bait him. If he pitches cards to save these bodies, then he's not playing Enel correctly because he has bigger bodies on the field. Okay. I like the way you think, G. I'm going to drop him by 2, play out a Kaku, use card action. Let's put Erdor and this guy to the bottom. I'm going to pop that. I am feeling the urge to pitch 2 cards. We're just going to spam the board. If we can get a few swings ready to go, then we're in a good position. Right now he has 5 drops only, which doesn't make it easy for us. I should have left him at 2 life. I kind of forget that about Enel, is that I should just be spamming, letting him at 2 life so his ace can't really do much. I mean, the tech with the 10-drop ace is that you can get rush if you just cancel the gain life part of it. That is something you can do as a player. You can just say, I'm not going to gain any life, I'm just going to get rush. He's going to bounce something that Rob Lucci to the bottom, I assume, or he's going to bounce Shirahoshi to the bottom of his. I'm not too upset with whatever he does. I hope I get a Nisho in my next draw. Okay, this works. This works very well. I will take this life, because I need the Isho. Nope, give me the Isho. I'm going to take this damage until I see it. Nope, can't do anything with that. So we get an Erdor, which means I probably am going to put him in a sprinter. No. If I swing into Luffy and he drops a card, then I'm in a good position. If he... Yeah, this makes the most sense to me. I need to take 3 cards out of his hand. So what I'm going to do is this. If he pitches, there you go, he pitches the Sabo. I'm just going to double Lucci him right now. Use card action, I don't care. Trash a card from your hand. Okay. And I'll play another Lucci. Make him trash another card from his hand. And if honestly, Yamato can't do anything. Big ace is kind of scary, but we have all counter right now. We should be good. We should be good. This should be enough swings to hopefully get a W. I have air door, I have Hattori, so I can basically get air door out and be a 7k leader for 5. Yeah, if he goes for anything like Kaku, I'm just gonna give you cards, dude. It's a little too late in the game now for me to try and let you squeak out a win like this. You have 4 cards in hand. You're almost certainly going for him. Yep. That's very predictable. I'll let you do that. I think I have to do this. Listen to Yusa, get rid of that. Okay, now the 10 drop ace comes out. Yep. And you do swing into that extra body. That's fine with me. Now what I do, and this sounds ridiculous, but I'm pretty sure I clear his whole board. I'm going to swing. Ten into the big ace. He's going to give me a card, right? We're putting him in a horrible position right now. He's going to have to rely on all of his life. Because I'm going to swing twice into the 5-drop Luffy. So he either gives me another card, or he lets me, use my ability. And as much as I want to, maybe I don't. No, we have to get rid of this thing. Fukuro's a really strong card, and he can't kill it, which is actually kind of useful for me, but he's really weak, so I'm going to get rid of these 2. Because I'd like to air door one more time. I'm going to go 10 into that. He lets it die, and then I will go. I should leave him at this much life. Let's see what we get. Perfect. Use card action. Bam, bam, bam. Now he's forced to pitch a card from his hand. If he has the ace, he keeps the ace and wins the game. Unless I get air door trigger from life, because that means I get a blocker. So he trashed a Raigo, which is pretty decent. I'm going to bottom deck this Enel. And as for what I do next turn, I have only enough. I have to. Nah, I can't let him get away with it. I have to. I'm gonna pass the turn and hope for God. We need God on the beat. Having another 10-drop ace in hand is GG once again. I have no cards in hand, if you couldn't tell. So, I mean, knowing he has a Raigo in hand means he probably couldn't have stopped anything. He's probably going to play, if he plays Yamato, not a good play. He doesn't gain a life. He doesn't do much for the board state. He's going to give me a card. I get this card. Oh ho, this might be actually really useful for us. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. So for 5, I can restand my leader. So this is our lethal turn. Whether you or Miri or not, his triggers can win him the game, but for 2 Dawn, 7/7, and then for 3 Dawn, I can go 8. But I don't want to. I don't think it's worth it. If he has a 2k, then I'm just going to kill the ace. I have to bait him. I literally have to bait him. Okay. He might have something stupid. That is stupid. I could not have avoided that though, unfortunately. 2 Dawn on lead. We just don't have the cards to win. Yeah. The Onami trigger. Onami trigger into a Bedge trigger. On God, watch this. On God, watch this. He's gonna get the Bedge. Or he doesn't use it. Okay, he trashed a Gadatsu. Not bad. My dog's going dog shit. Ape shit. Shut up, dog. I only have neg 5, so you know what? Let's just be funny. Well, actually, if I be okay, yeah, okay, so I had to do that. So unfortunately, bop, bop, bop. It got a lot closer this match, as you can tell. I only have one card in hand anyway, so I actually couldn't have done the combo I wanted to. So I could have killed his ace off the board, but I still have to deal with 2 kills, so it's not bad at all. I'm not too worried about that, but it was not gonna happen. He could just clear the board. Enel is really strong in this set, and yeah, if he finds that Gadatsu on curve, I think we just don't play a 5-drop. I think he's just gonna let us sit at 5, and our best bet is to just swing with the chumps and hope to God that he gets kind of careless with his 1-drop flampes, because as soon as he plays a flampe, it's going to be a good time. He goes 5 to life, I take it, and, you know, he was bricking out, he had that as his last life. That's hilarious. I'm not even saying, like, I'm not even mad about the triggers, that's just kind of what you have to expect with yellow. But my deck, you know, I think into Enel it's just an insta-loss, especially if they play that much removal. I just cannot get by it. Once they go wide, they're just going to rag out your Isho every time. Every time. So maybe the Rush Lucci is the play. But yeah, that's all I think about that. Anyway, make sure to comment on this video and subscribe so that you get entered into the draw for that Tournament Pack Volume 3. Pretty exciting. First giveaway. First of many. Yeah, that's it. That's your boy, Monkey D. Poogie. I'm out.